I'm Banks.
I'm Josh,
We are odd places.
going viral.
What do you got,
So
Josh?
we're going to go part two here because we ended the previous episode with we're unhappy because we have too much freedom.
And that's your comment.
That's
Um,
my. You don't
uh,
agree?
all right, all right. Let's take guns. Because we can have guns, unlike other countries. Okay, we have the most guns per person. So you're saying because we can take guns, we can conceal them, not conceal them, we can have 20 guns, 50 guns, whatever. There's a limit to the types of guns that we can have. And you're saying because this is a specific one, because of that, we are unhappy.
Yes.
Explain.
Yes. Let me ask you a question. Does the more guns you have make you happier, or should it
No.
make you happy? Make a person happier? Should there be a correlation there?
Um,
But we're free to have as many guns as we want. So we're free to. Guns have now become, as an example, this happens with a lot of different things, but guns now become an example of our identity. We buy more guns because it makes us feel more secure. It covers up. It's kind of like what do they used to call those, like penis extensions? Kind of covers up our insecurity because look at all these guns I got. See, too much freedom drives unhappiness, promotes unhappiness,
all
solidifies
right.
unhappiness.
All right, let's go to something else. Bicycles.
Same thing.
Take out the guns, put in the bicycles. I'm going to have the best bike, the most aerodynamic bike, the lightest bike, the best bike equipment, clothing, helmet, everything. Okay. And that brings me unhappiness. I have the best. How psychologically, how does that happen in the head?
Are you competing? Are you running? Are you trying to win or
Right, yeah. Or you're just trying to look good, or you're trying to drive a big truck because you're compensating for whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So you just want, so you're bragging about the best equipment, but you didn't say anything about how you work so hard to become the best cyclist, how you put in the hours, the sweat equity. You didn't talk about that. Isn't that
Okay.
interesting?
So me as a bicyclist, I identify as a bicyclist. So that gives me. I still do not know how you can equate freedom to more freedom, less happiness.
Okay, you ready? You ready for the
Yeah.
real deep reason?
All right, let's do it.
Trees. Can a tree decide to not grow as big as it can grow? Don't trees essentially grow as big as they can, as big as nature allows them to, their environment? Don't they they essentially max out their ability to grow?
Correct.
How about bulls? Do bulls screw as many cows as they possibly can? Because it's kind of the nature of the bull. Like unless you hold the bull back, it's just going to screw everything in sight, right?
Got it.
So
Yep.
we're the only species on this planet that can decide to live below our potential. Sorry, that means that we're the only species that can live below our potential. We're free to live below our potential. No other thing on this planet can decide to be less than it can be.
You're talking about free will now.
Yep. And that's what makes us unhappy, because we know we're not living up to our full potential. Bam.
This is whirling in my head. Okay. All right. So we hold. Okay. I got it. Here's my argument. I feel we hold ourselves back. It's not freedom. It's not because we get to do all this stuff.
Well, we're free. We're free to hold ourselves back. That's part of our freedom. We're free to decide and say, you know what? I'm going to go work for $10 an hour, not 15. I'm free to go do that. Even though I think I'm worth 15, even though my potential is up here at 20, I'm going to go work for 10. And guess what? If you do that, you're going to be unhappy because you know you're worth 20, but you're working for 10. So that's what I'm talking about. We are free to make ourselves unhappy by living below our potential.
Okay. All right. Free. We are free. Okay. Let's look at free or freedom. What exactly is that? What are you talking about?
Freedom is self-control and choice. That's all freedom is. Freedom is I am free to do what I want, when I want, how I want, why I want. Right? That's kind of ultimate freedom.
And, okay. The scenario going through my head is, okay, so I can do anything I want, anytime I want, wherever I want, to whoever I want. Basically, I mean, in America, we have lots of freedoms, not so much to whoever or whomever I want. Too many.
Yeah, too many.
I can't fathom that. Too many. All right. So we have all these freedoms. I got it. I got it. You know what? We have desserts. We get desserts all the time. We're just consuming desserts, and that's making us like lazy, complacent.
Yeah, and we're free to destroy our bodies like that. Absolutely. There's no there's no consequence. There's just not enough consequence to destroy our body. We can destroy our body by eating crap food. We can go on disability, get paid for that, and then get a handicap sticker and get the closest parking spot everywhere we go if we can still fit in our car. Like we're free to like destroy ourselves and still have an okay life. We are killing ourselves with our own freedom.
And you're talking society is doing this. So we have so much freedom that creating this scenario where you eat bad, you get heavy, you have health problems, you get a close parking spot, you get in one of those little carts, the electric carts you don't have to go anywhere. Choices. That's what that is. That's choices.
Yeah. And we're too free to make these choices. And maybe if we were less free about this, maybe if we weren't allowed to destroy ourselves, we weren't allowed to hurt others, we weren't allowed to do all these things that we're allowed to do, maybe we'd be living a little bit closer to our potential, and we'd be happier. We might actually be happier with fewer freedoms.
That's kind of draconian, I'm sorry. You know what? You can only have one Big Mac a week. You can't have, you cannot have more than that. We're setting rules. So basically what you're saying is we're decreasing your freedom. And by decreasing your freedom, you're going to, are you still going to make the same choices?
We do that now, though. We do that now, don't we? We say you can't do drugs. You can't do cocaine. It's not allowed. Sorry, we're not going to let you do cocaine. Right. It's the same thing. I mean, there's just where you draw the line. I'm just saying our line is way too far back. You can't drink bleach. That's illegal. And you can't do drugs, and you can't have sex with children. Like, really? That's our bar? Like, maybe there should be a little higher bar than that.
I'm with the idea that let us do our thing as long as we don't hurt others. A libertarian streak here. And that is, let me grow whatever I want on my property. If I want to grow poppy seeds, and create my own
heroin, or what is
it cocaine? I think it's cocaine. Is it cocaine? Really? I think it's heroin.
No. Poppy seeds is opium. Isn't that opium? I think it's opium.
All right. So if I want to do that, and I want to take it for my own medicinal purposes, I mean,
you want to help with that? Like, I'll come over. We can do this whole. I feel a business plan coming on.
No, I don't want to do it. I'm just saying, letting people do what they want to do as long as it doesn't hurt others.
Okay. So let's take that approach. Would you take that approach for children? Let them jump off the roof? Let them stick their finger in the light socket 100 times? Would you let them eat and drink bleach that's under the counter? Would you let children do that? Do you have that same approach to kids?
My approach to kids now, if I had a kid now, I would let him or her, hang out, do whatever on property, let them know they're snakes and everything. And if they get bit, we take care of it. Let them go out and fall down and get back up and fall down. And I'm here as a safety net. I've only become that kind of father after my kids have left. Now
it's easy to say that now.
It is. I mean, back then it was like they would fall down and it would hurt me. And I realized, wait a minute, I've got to individualize from them. We are not children. We are not children.
Are you sure?
Okay.
What's a child? What's a child but an inexperienced person? A child is just someone who doesn't have the wisdom, experience, and knowledge yet. There's a lot of adults out there that don't have the wisdom, experience, and knowledge in the stuff we were just talking about.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. I agree. However, I mean, children are under 18 and society, we take care of them, they fall or whatever. when you get older, you want to make a bonfire in your backyard, make a bonfire in your backyard. If that bonfire ends up catching on fire your neighbor's house, you're responsible for that, period. Okay.
Okay.
AOAs, uh, HOAs.
HOAs, yeah.
Okay. So you lose some freedom when you live in an HOA. Do you live in an HOA?
Yeah.
No?
No.
No. So when you lose freedom, which means, oh, I can't have a bonfire, or I got to keep my house painted these 4 colors, or I can't put a fence too far out, or I have to get approval if I want to put a pool in, or what? I mean,
Right.
so you're saying by decreasing the freedom that they have.
And guess what happens to property values inside HOA where things look clean and nice and everyone's got standards? Property values are higher. So
Really?
this is how that's why they exist. They exist so no one paints their house bright purple and then ends up running people out of the neighborhood. And then you've got a bunch of empty houses and then all the property values go down.
I'm Banks.
I'm Josh, and I like freedom, just not too much.
Odd Places going viral. Good talk. Wow.